In the last few weeks, we've had quite a few queries and questions around the overview of our pond, how we filter it, how we feed the fish, and what does it actually entail. So this is a wider shot. This showcases the wooden framework around it with our fish to water brandage. We set the pond up so that we could take it to a pet expo. Really happy with the results. We were able to build it, take it down, and bring it back here. The background is a photo I took in Lake Malawi in Mambo Island. As you can see, there's heaps of branches in amongst the rockwork, and what we notice in Lake Malawi is that there is a lot of branches in the water, so we've replicated that. We do that for two reasons. Firstly, they look great. They allow you to play around with the rule of thirds at a much higher level, and it also creates a level of habitat enrichment. It gives the fish a jungle gym to hide behind, so rather than having to have the whole tank in rockwork to the top, you actually are using the top levels of the tank. Now we filter this pond with a block of foam. So this is a 50 centimeter block of 30 ppi foam, and it's 15 by 15 centimeters. So all you do is you cut it down into segments and you put a air uplift in it. Really efficient way to look after tanks. You know, you can see the clarity in this tank is pretty good for a single block of foam, you know. And tell you what, there's a lot of fish in this pond, and there's a lot of food that goes into it, so it goes a long way. I still say that one of our reasons of our success is down to the poret foam. It is that good, and it lasts that long. You know, we're still using a couple of blocks from the original purchase, so I'm really happy with that. Lots of fish in this tank, mixture of Tanganyikans with the firefoxes, as well as a fair few species of Mabuna. Here you can see me feeding our food that we make for our hatchery. So this is what we call meat and 3 veg. It is an agar gel type food that you're able to mold onto objects, or to break into little bits, or smash it down into a flat disc and feed out. As you can see here, we've molded it onto one of the rocks, and the fish are forage feeding. So you can do this in various different spots. I've done it in just a single spot to highlight and to showcase how many fish there are. You know, it's nice to show off that level of coloration. I love feeding time in this pond. And what's cool is this type of food really does have the best nutrition. Our fish really do showcase and manifest great genetic manifestation. You know, we're able to improve on genetic lines that maybe weren't so good by the correct environment, by the best quality food in our eyes. So high in vegetation. Quite often I think food is based on the physiology of the fish, and then we put that fish into a tiny glass box. It's like feeding an athlete's food and then placing them on a couch. So it just doesn't kind of work. So we've played around with the protein levels, and that has allowed us to get a healthier fish. They don't grow quite as quickly as probably other people are growing fish, but man, the coloration and the color development and health of the fish really showcases. So hope you've enjoyed our overview of this pond, and thanks for watching. Creating natural looking aquariums that are easy to maintain.